Hey all, welcome to Writing Tips. So today we're going to do something that is mind-blowingly easy. I'm going to show you how to format your paper in MLA format, which is not entirely true because basically I'm going to teach you how to make serious shortcuts to where your brain doesn't even have to deal with it. So back in my day when I was in school, we had to memorize all the MLA formatting tips. We had to buy a big chunky guide and basically go through step by step to learn how to format our paper. And basically, there's no need for you to do that anymore. Can you do that? Sure. And you can Google it and find all of those rules to figure out how to do it, but there's a way easier way. So, if you're using Microsoft Word, which most of you are, whenever you double click on it, you'll get something that looks like this, right? But what most of us do here that causes us to waste a lot of time is we automatically click blank document. Instead of clicking blank document, I said that weird, look right here, more templates. Click on that. Now once you get to more templates, you're going to see a whole bunch of different things. They're going to be newsletters, brochures, flyers, but here's something that might blow your mind. Look right here, MLA style paper. Some of your programs might allow you to search for it, which is fine too. Just click on that. I'm waiting. Look, there it is. It's already formatted perfectly. Look at this. That's an MLA style paper. It should look precisely like that. So then literally all you have to do is fill in these blanks. So your name is Student Student Face. Instructor's name is me, Heaton, course number. Now, a lot of professors are really particular here what they want. I don't really care. So if you just put something like English 1301 or whatever class you had me for, that's fine. The date, a lot of professors are really specific here. So, interesting bit of trivia. America is like the only country in the world that does dates like we do. So we do month, day, year, which if you think about it is really strange because it's like a medium unit of time, a small unit of time, and then a large unit of time. Americans. What pretty much everyone else in the world does is they do small, medium, large, day, month, year. And that's what you're supposed to do for MLA format. I don't really care, but sometimes you might have professors that are really specific. So if I did something like this, 3 March to 2021. Boom, there you go. Now, what so many people forget to do with their MLA formatted paper is this right here. You're supposed to have your last name there. Double click on that guy and make sure that you put your last name there. I don't know how many times I wind up saying last name there, but actually put in your last name. Okay? All right. There. Why is it not responding? Okay, so hold on. All right, so and here just a couple things. You don't necessarily have to have a subtitle. That's no big deal. You're not going to want the brackets either. And give me a spicy title. So many of you are like Essay 1, Literary Analysis, Evaluation Paper. Give me something spicy, like I'm just coming up with stuff. The Not So Great Gatsby, I don't know, whatever it is that you're doing for my class. Give me something kind of spicy there. Obviously, you're going to copy and paste in your text that you have here. This is just showing you how you can do tables. You might not necessarily have a table in my class or an image, but you will have a works cited page. And notice that this is in hanging indent, right? So you've got the last name of author here, first name, and the first initial line is going to be the one that's left aligned, and everything that's subsequent will be indented. And I'll show you how to do that here in just a second. So that's if you're using Microsoft Word. Now let's say that you're using Google Docs, right? Google Docs has the same type of thing. I'm going to click on Documents. Now instead of clicking blank, you'll notice right here that a template gallery, there's Report MLA. And if it doesn't reflect right there, go ahead and click on Template Gallery, and you should be able to find it as well. And it's the exact same situation, right? There you go again. It's just that easy. Now, you don't necessarily have to have these like section headers and things like that. You can delete that. But ultimately what you're going to do is you're going to copy and paste the content of your essay into this document. That's it. You don't need to know anything else. And look, there's our works cited page that's in hanging indent. The beginning of the lines are left aligned, and then every subsequent line in that particular citation is indented, right? So this New York, Columbia, UP, that's connected to this citation. So if it goes over to a second line, that's when it's indented. It's a little bit trickier to do hanging indent here, but hopefully I'll be able to help you out where you won't even need to do that. Worry about the indentation. And notice that that's double spaced as well. Notice that it says work cited. It's not work cite or citations or references or bibliography. It's works cited. That's it. Now, let's say that you're trying to build a works cited page. I like using EasyBib. They work really well. Actually, you know what? I used to like using EasyBib, but you can see there are so many advertisements that it's almost unusable. So I like using Al Purdue. And this is on the Online Learning Resources tab on my Blackboard page or Canvas, depending on where you're learning from. So, Online Writing tab, Al Purdue, Research, Citation Resources. So, you can cite your source automatically right here, which is really, really nice. So let's say that I'm using, I don't know, it doesn't really matter. So I'm using a quote from this article for my essay. What I want to do is I want to copy the link, and then I'm going to bring that over to the citations. Okay, and once I paste it in there, I'm going to click Cite. And there it is. Okay, everything checks out. I'm going to click Cite. Now, look for these green check marks here, article title, URL, website title. Sometimes you might get an X, and you might have to look through it manually. So you might have to find the author or the date it was published or things like that, and that's totally fine. So it needs the publisher or sponsor, and oftentimes with websites, it's just going to be the website title. And it should do that automatically. Yep, there it is right there. Okay. All right, so everything looks good. We've got the authors. Perfect, perfect. I'm going to do complete citation. There it is right there in hanging indent, which is really, really nice. Okay. So what I can do is create another citation as well. So I'm going to go ahead and click Create Citation. I'm going to make sure that I've got the right thing. There's website, books, journals. Sometimes you might be doing a film or a movie that you've watched for class for me. Whatever it might be, right? I mean, you could do anything virtually on this source. It's really, really nice. So let's say that you want to do something from the Wall Street Journal. Let's just find, I don't know, once again, finding random articles. Let's say that you're using a quote from this article as well. I'm going to go ahead and go to the citation machine. I want a website. I'm going to paste it in right there. And there it is. Click Cite. It's got everything it needs. Publisher sponsor, which is just going to be the Wall Street Journal. I'm going to continue. Everything looks good. Got the right things that are capitalized. Everything's looking good. Complete citation. Oh, I'm going to pause it because this is I have to watch a commercial back. You might have to watch an ad, which is no big deal because you're using a free service. Okay, so there it is. There's my works cited page. Now, depending on what assignment you have for me, you're probably going to have more than 2 citations. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what your assignment is that you're looking this for. So what I want to do, I can click Copy All or Export. I'm just going to click Copy All. Okay, and then all I have to do is go back to my works cited page and paste it in there. That didn't quite work as well, and that's okay. So there's my first citation. So here's my second citation. I'm going to see if I can fix this real quick. That didn't work. There it goes. So all I did was just, I put it on the correct line and then hit. That is essentially everything that you need to know. If for some reason your works cited page is not formatted correctly, like let's say that it looks like that, which I get all the time, right? That's not formatted correctly. So what you want to do is you want to highlight all of your works cited citations. I want to right click them, go to paragraph, and then where it says indentation, where it says special right here, I want to make sure that hanging is selected and click OK. Boom! There you go. And that's how you do a works cited page. And the idea behind a works cited page is that in your in-text citation, so after you have a quote throughout your paper, I can identify the source by the first word that comes in my works cited citation. So that means that your in-text citation for this quote should be Andreoni or Landers, right? Okay, so that is a super, super simple way to do MLA formatting in a works cited page. It really doesn't need to be any more complicated than that. Even if you have a different word processor, like if you use Pages or something like that, they're going to have a template for that as well. So if for some reason you're using some different kind of word processor because you don't have access to Google Docs, even though Google Docs is free, I would highly encourage you to look into that, or whatever other program you're using, please contact me and I'll help you find something that works. Okay? But that's what MLA looks like. And there's no variation, right? Your paper should look just like that with no variance. Okay? Goodbye.